Alright guys, here's a tour of my basement and which planes fly and not. First one that you see whenever you walk in is the Laser 60-inch. We originally had an ESC pop on us, but one of my lovely club members went down to Extreme Flight and got that fixed. And all we gotta do is, take off the cowling, assemble the propeller back on, and we're good to go. Second one is not flyable, kind of. Doesn't have the receiver in it, I'm not so sure, but it is a little Great Plains Factor 3D little pattern plane. Neat little plane, got it for free. Third one is, if you look up here, we got a little Twisted Hobbies crack focker, which I actually modified to be a night flyer. It has lights all over it. We have all, the light assembly. See some lights up there. That ran on a, I believe, 3-cell 450 until it didn't fly. And yes, that's how I mounted the propeller. Then, of course, we have the Frankenplane, which I recently just made a video about, so go check that out. And then here's another little special one, which I gave y'all a little background on. It is my 5-cell 5,000 milliamp swapped, ginormous ESC swapped, 70 millimeter EDF swapped, full span aileron swapped, random nose cone swapped, Horizon Hobby Zone Carbon Cub, which, if you can't tell, it's a beast to fly. When I get the new battery, it's probably going to be a 6-cell. I'm going to fly this again and try to get remated on it. Then down here's this little guy, which was, my smallest plane of the collection. Until, my friend dripped super glue on the receiver, which was not smart of him. Here's another one. I forget the name of the company, but all I know it's called the Sabre. It's a 3D trainer, which flew pretty good. It ran off a 4-cell 2200, but yeah, not really my thing anymore. I'm trying to go up a little bit. To this guy, E-flite F-14 Tomcat. I got this from a silent auction for roughly, I'm going to say about, I think it was $25. It was fully working, but turns out when you try to add a tail hook to the back, you kind of do drip super glue into the servos. So now I got to buy new servos for the back of it, and we should be good to go again on this little guy. And this is plane number 1 out of 3 from the silent auction. On to plane number 2 out of 3 from the silent auction. There's canopy forward. It's a yellow canopy. It is a plane I've honestly never heard of until the day I got it, which let me assemble it real quick and I'll show y'all. Which I will show y'all the assembly. It is honestly one of the easiest assemblies since another plane I had, which I'm not going to spoil. But yeah, let's get this thing all opened up. Here we go. This plane is called the Blade Fury W, which in itself is already a really, niche, uncommon, rare RC airplane. But this one is the Team Edition, which is a low production number plane. But now let's get it assembled. Which is honestly one of the easiest assemblies you'll ever see of any airplane. Just grab out your main components here. Wing, fuselage, and one wing tube. Step 1, obviously, put your wing tube through your fuselage, like that. Set the plane down. Grab a wing. Don't fall. Go ahead and attach it. Then you'll see the plug. Just plug that in, and these are really easy because, they're screwless. They don't have any screws to them, which is one of my favorite things, if you guys don't know. I like screwless assembly airplanes. They save a lot of time at the field. Make sure you plug it up right. And then you just, you already got one wing on there. You're already halfway there to the assembly. On to wing 2, just do the same. This one's a little trickier because this one plugs in upside down. Both wings plug different ways. Boom, just like that. And there is a really cool feature with this plane I want to show you. If you read the box, not only does it show you it is a 100+ mile an hour limited edition FPV equipped. That's the part I want to show you. Coming to my battery box, if we open up, well, what do we have here? An antenna? No way, it can't be. A TX? No way, what else could you want? Yeah, let me show you what those are. For you guys that don't know, this plane comes with the camera. And it comes with an ESC that you can easily hook up to FPV, which my buddy Rick, he's another member of the club, big FPV guy, so I'll get him up there and he'll help me one day. Then just like that, it goes right back in the box. And then arguably the easiest plane to assemble besides the one-piece F-14 would be the E-flite F-27 Evolution. This one right here is a little special one to me because I flew this thing in winds that are too fast for me to admit. Nose popped off, cracked the nose, tore the nose off, lost the canopy. Still flew in one piece, which I will show you all the video later. And of course, I will show you all the assembly to this little plane right here. All right, you know, this plane does come with a little bit more parts, so it's a slightly longer assembly, but easier, if that makes any sense. Okay, step one, grab the plane and the nose. There you go. You know, just a quick pop and twist mechanism. Boom. Once you got that done, you're set from there. Then you're going to want to just, you know, take these rods, put these in as so. So where, you know, obviously wing spars, where it is over here, right here on the front. Step one, and there are two more other small ones, which you find at the bottom of the box. After you take your vertical stabilizers, no screws, you just get it down right. Very tricky. Then, of course, you have the other vertical stabilizer you pop in. Look, guys, if I can do this while recording one-handed, then you guys can do this. So, take it from me. I almost forgot these little guys right here. These are the other wing spars that go to the back of the plane. These guys are simple. Again, you just pop these guys in. Now you have the easiest part of the whole thing. The wings. No screws, no nothing. Just look. You don't even have to plug anything up. Just find the right spot. Align up these and you just pop them in. Of course, second wing. There you go. You've got yourself an E-flite F-27, which of course you guys would have the canopy, and I don't. You know, there's a small damage review of where you can see my mom hand launched it and it went right to the ground and it just popped that off. There you go. The E-flite F-27, all back in one piece, all back in one box. And there you go. Put back is the F-27 along with my fancy Christmas lights. And these boxes are completely empty. That's the Crescendo, which was over there. That is a UMAX pick that my friend has. And, you know, just some more extras. This was my favorite plane until, you know, at about 105 miles an hour, the canopy decided to fly off and basically decapitate itself. And up here is my first ever airplane, E-flite P-47. My mom wants me to keep it, although it has no electronics, no wings, no nothing. Can't forget my first ever 3D airplane. It's an old, like, 20, 30-year-old, you know, Extreme Flight Extra with my first ever transmitter up there. So, yeah, guys, that is my little basement tour of, you know, all the flyable and non-flyable airplanes I have. So, let me know, guys, which one was your favorite and what plane y'all think I should hunt down next at our upcoming swap meet in a few months.